The higher functions atrophied. What you got left is the reptile brain. Hunt, kill, eat.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, Leo sent me End Times, and this 2023 film was directed by Jim Towns and stars Jamie Bernadette, Craig Stark, and Dominique Swain, among others, of course. The story of this movie is that it's the zombie apocalypse, and most people have died. And so this old soldier and this young socialite woman have teamed up to try to survive together in the apocalypse. So they have to, teach each other how to survive. They have to avoid raiders. They have to deal with the cults, deal with cannibals, and of course, the zombie menace itself. What will happen though? Well, for that, you have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. Well, first thing I gotta say is that the Asylum has its name attached to this one. However, I don't think they made it. They're just the distributors of this one. They didn't actually produce it. I think the producers were State of Desolation, LLC. And so, going into it, I was kind of excited to see an Asylum zombie film because they did Z Nation, and I did enjoy that show. It's kind of more comedic than, most zombie shows out there. This one is not comedic. It's actually quite serious the whole time. And the zombies, they work for what they are. They have a little bit of makeup on here or there, a slash or a cut or whatever on their face. And they are a little bit unique. They're slow zombies, so they do just kind of like walk up to you. But then once they get up to you, they do like this fast attack thing going on. And so it's an interesting kind of contrast. Like you don't expect it to have like this fast attack mode once you're in, within a meter. And so it is an interesting take on the zombies. The zombies themselves are not that many. There's probably like 20 in total in this whole movie. So you do have to watch out for the human characters. And they do a good job. Certainly the raiders are kind of threatening. There's this like cult and they're kind of deceptive, and it's all kind of very interesting with the human aspects of it. And so yeah, the zombies certainly work for what they are, certainly builds out the world. And yeah, it's just, a regular zombie film that you can watch and enjoy if you had your fill of these other ones. I think, what was it? The Walking Dead actually just finished? No, The Walking Dead finished, but they're doing spin-offs now. There's, what is it called? Walking Dead City, and then Walking Dead Daryl, where he goes to like France or something. I don't know. It's one of these things where if you're into zombies, you'll probably enjoy this one. Other than that, there certainly are interesting elements with this one. Seeing the transformation of the socialite into, a zombie warrior certainly works. The story arc with the main guy works as well. They have interesting groups. There's this like hippie cult thing that's going on that's very interesting. The raiders, they're just very one note. I wouldn't say too much about them. But they have other ideas that are interesting in this one. Like, why are these people not infected where others are? And all that different type of stuff. So if you are just a general zombie fan, you should be able to watch this one and just go along with it and enjoy it. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this one. Well, certainly there are some things to overlook in this one. There's some planes in the sky flying overhead that you can clearly see in frame. And you're just like, why would there be planes, flying around in the apocalypse, right? Other than that, their explanation of why they don't have the zombie virus, it's because they had like malaria shots or something. And you're just like, why would malaria shots work on the zombie virus? It's just an explanation to have an explanation. So don't take the whole movie, too seriously. Just try to enjoy it for the zombie adventure that it is. Also, there is one moment in this movie that just kind of brings everything to like a grinding halt. And that's that final act. And it just stops like the whole story where they're just now doing a character study of these two people talking it out. And I think if you are interested in, what is a zombie and what's it feel like to be a zombie, it might be interesting. It's just that for, regular audiences that look for kind of this action set piece at the end or something exciting to happen at the end, it's much more of that character drama at the end where these two people have to, reconcile their differences with themselves as well as each other. And yeah, it's just not that exciting. So that final act could be more punchier, could be shorter, but it is what it is. And lastly, unfortunately, there's a trigger warning on this one because it does start off with a bunch of sex crimes happening to the woman. It does add motivation and character development along the way, but it's just something that I know some people just don't want to watch. And how long it takes, I kind of press fast forward a little bit there on that one. So if that is something that, really affects you emotionally, do be aware of that before pressing play on this one. As for my recommendation, well, I think zombie fans will get a kick out of this one. Certainly it's not the best thing out of there, but if you've had your fill of The Walking Dead or whatever it is, then yeah, press play on this one. It is an okay, romp through this zombie apocalypse. As for my rating, well, I'll give it the okay score of 4 because I thought it was pretty okay. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.